Have you ever wondered why so many people wake up in the morning with tired eyes, blurred vision, or the constant need to reach for glasses that seem to get stronger every year? We live in a world that demands more from our eyes than ever before. Screens, late nights, artificial lights, but we often forget to give back to them. Here's the truth: your eyes are not failing you. Your habits are. And the beautiful part is change doesn't require a complicated formula. Sometimes it begins with just one fruit before bed. Think about that for a moment. Just one. The world makes health sound like it has to be expensive, complicated, or hidden behind medical jargon. But nature already placed solutions in the simplest places. On the trees, in the orchards, in the market baskets we walk past every day. The fruit you eat at night is not just food, it is information. Information your body uses to heal, to restore, to repair, especially while you sleep. Your body, while at rest, is like a silent repair shop. Cells go to work, tissues recover, the brain clears out waste. And your eyes, those delicate windows to the soul, are searching for the nutrients they need to rebuild. Fruits rich in antioxidants, vitamin A, vitamin C, and carotenoids deliver that fuel. They are nature's eye drops, except they don't just soothe the surface, they strengthen the inside. But here's where most people fail. We underestimate small actions. We tell ourselves, it's just one fruit, how could that matter? Yet if you've read Atomic Habits by James Clear, you know the smallest choices, repeated daily, create the biggest transformations. Your health does not collapse overnight. It's chipped away by small neglects. In the same way, your health is not restored overnight. It's built by small commitments. When you choose to eat that fruit before bed, you're not just feeding your stomach, you're sending a signal to your future self. I care about my vision. I care about my clarity. I care about seeing the world clearly for years to come. Imagine waking up and realizing that the world looks sharper, colors brighter, details clearer, not because of magic, but because you finally gave your body what it was asking for all along. Let's be clear, knowledge means nothing if it isn't lived. You could read every book on nutrition, listen to every podcast, watch every health video, but if you don't take that first small step, if you don't eat that fruit, you will stay exactly where you are. Too many of us are experts in theory, but amateurs in practice. Action is the bridge between wisdom and results. So tonight, I challenge you, do not scroll past this idea. Do not dismiss it as too simple, too ordinary. Simplicity is often where the deepest truths hide. Place one fruit by your bedside. Let it remind you that your health is a choice, not an accident. Take that bite, not as an act of hunger, but as an act of vision for your future. The eyes you want tomorrow are being built tonight. And all it takes is just one fruit before bed. Would you like me to also suggest specific fruits backed by science for eye health? Like blueberries, oranges, or kiwist, so you can weave them naturally into this motivational speech? Or do you want to keep it more symbolic and universal? You said, PLESXPNT Ferrars Kadianop Duef to Chispsp ECHBOANY She ADNG ChatGPT said, have you noticed how often people search for the next miracle drug, the latest supplement, or the newest pair of glasses? Yet they overlook the simplest truth, that the condition of your body today is nothing more than the echo of the choices you made yesterday. Daily habits are not small. They are the architects of your future health. What you do consistently shapes not just how you feel, but how you see, how you move, how you live. Think of it this way. Your body is like a garden. If you water it daily, feed it with sunlight and care, it flourishes. But if you neglect it, weeds take over, the soil dries, and what once had the potential for beauty becomes fragile. Your health is no different. Every late night snack, every skipped glass of water, every missed opportunity to nourish your body, it all accumulates quietly until one day you realize the vision you once had is not as sharp, your energy is not as steady, your body not as strong. Yet here's the liberating truth. The same principle works in your favor. One powerful daily choice, repeated again and again, can rebuild you. It doesn't have to be dramatic. It doesn't have to be expensive. It just has to be consistent. You see, health is not a lottery ticket you win or lose. It's a bank account. And every single choice is a deposit or a withdrawal. Eating a fruit before bed is a deposit into your vision account. Skipping it, a withdrawal. The math is simple, but the impact is profound. When you grasp this, you stop looking for shortcuts and start respecting the process. Because if your habits created your current health, then new habits can create a new you. That is the power sitting quietly in your hands, waiting for you to act. You said too, ChatGPT said, most people believe their eyesight fades only because of age, but the truth runs deeper. Nutrition is one of the most overlooked pillars of eye health. Think about it. Your eyes are made of living tissue, delicate cells that depend on the food you put in your body. Just like your muscles grow stronger with the right training and protein, your eyes stay sharper with the right nutrients. When you choose fast food over fresh food, when you pick sugar over vitamins, you're not just feeding your taste buds. You're starving your vision. The eyes are constantly under attack from oxidative stress, the invisible wear, and tear caused by light, pollution, and even the screens we stare at every single day. Without proper nutrition, the damage compounds silently until suddenly the world looks dimmer, blurrier, harder to focus on. But here's the hope. The same way poor nutrition weakens your vision, rich, colorful foods can strengthen it. Fruits and vegetables filled with antioxidants, carotenoids, and vitamin C are like shields for your eyes. They protect, repair, and renew. Nutrition is not just about filling your stomach. It's about fueling the very organs that allow you to experience life. And when you realize that your plate holds the power to protect your sight, you begin to see food not as entertainment, but as medicine. Would you like me to continue and expand each of the remaining 7 keynotes in the same motivational Dr. Mike style so the full speech becomes a complete, flowing piece? You said, 3as allow engi. ChatGPT said, how often do we underestimate the power of a single, consistent choice? We imagine health to be a mountain that requires massive leaps to climb. But in reality, it is a staircase built step by step. And here's the beauty. You don't need to rebuild your entire diet, spend thousands on treatments, or master complicated routines to begin repairing your body. Sometimes, transformation begins with something as simple as one fruit before bed. Think about the rhythm of your body. During the day, it spends energy, it fights stress, it burns through nutrients. By night, when you finally close your eyes, the body begins its sacred work of restoration. The cells in your eyes, the nerves, the tissues, all of them are like workers waiting for tools. If you provide them with nothing, they work with scraps. But if you give them just one fruit rich in the right vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, you hand them the exact tools they need to repair the damage of the day. What seems small to you? An apple, an orange, a handful of berries can be monumental to your body. That fruit becomes fuel for the silent repair taking place as you sleep. And the next morning, you wake up not only refreshed, but with eyes that are more nourished, more resilient, more alive. It's not magic, it's biology. Your body is designed to heal itself when you give it the resources. The world loves quick fixes. Pills, drops, surgeries. But what if one of the most powerful remedies has always been within your reach, waiting at the edge of your dinner table? Just one fruit before bed. Not a diet overhaul, not a drastic lifestyle change, just one simple, doable choice that creates a ripple effect over weeks, months, and years. It's not the size of the action that matters. It's the consistency. Because over time, those small deposits accumulate into powerful results. Never underestimate the quiet power of just one. One word can inspire. One act of kindness can change a life. One fruit, night after night, can begin to restore what you thought was lost. That is how small changes create big transformations. It doesn't require willpower beyond your reach. It requires faith that little choices matter. And the truth is, they matter more than you can imagine. Would you like me to now expand Keynote 4 in the same motivational style so we keep building this speech step by step? You said, continue force. This speech for more 3K words. Answer in chat only. Don't make documents. No headings. Only narration. ChatGPT said, nature has always been humanity's first and greatest doctor. Yet somewhere along the way, we forgot that truth. We began to see medicine only in bottles, syringes, or prescription slips. And we overlooked the pharmacy growing quietly in the soil beneath our feet. Fruit is not just food, it is nature's most elegant form of medicine. Every bite you take carries information coded in the language of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. It speaks to your body in ways far more profound than a pill ever could. When you peel an orange, you are not just peeling fruit. You are unwrapping a gift designed to strengthen your immune system, brighten your skin, and protect your eyes with vitamin C. When you bite into blueberries, you are swallowing anthocyanins, powerful compounds that defend your vision from the slow corrosion of time and technology. When you taste the sweetness of a mango, you are feeding your cells beta carotene, the very building block your eyes convert into vitamin A to see in the dark. Science has confirmed what ancient wisdom always knew: food is medicine, and fruit is the purest form of that medicine. In the China Study, one of the most comprehensive nutrition books ever written, researchers revealed that populations consuming a plant-rich diet had lower rates of chronic disease and longer, healthier lives. They weren't chasing superfoods, supplements, or fad diets. They were simply eating what nature offered. Your body does not crave artificial fixes. It craves real food. And among all real foods, fruit stands apart for its simplicity and power. It requires no cooking, no packaging, no complication. Just wash, peel, or bite. In a world where health feels increasingly complex, fruit reminds us that healing can still be beautifully simple. Now, let's consider why fruit works so powerfully at night before bed. The body is not a machine that runs nonstop without rest. It is a living system that cycles through phases of activity and repair. Daytime is about performance. Nighttime is about recovery. And recovery is only as strong as the raw materials available. If you go to bed fueled by processed junk, your body spends the night struggling to clean up damage rather than repairing and rebuilding. But if you go to bed with fruit in your system, your body receives antioxidants to neutralize free radicals, vitamins to regenerate tissues, and minerals to balance the very chemistry of your cells. The difference between the two is profound. One path leads to fatigue, dullness, and vision that dims year by year. The other leads to mornings where your eyes feel rested, your mind feels sharper, and your body feels lighter. And the only difference is a choice so small it almost seems laughable: a piece of fruit before sleep. Think for a moment about how many people live in pain, confusion, or frustration because they ignore the healing that nature freely offers. They buy lotions for their skin while ignoring the hydration a watermelon could give them from the inside out. They spend money on pills for their eyes while overlooking the lutein and zeaxanthin packed into a simple kiwi or orange. They chase after expensive solutions while walking past inexpensive ones in the market aisle. We must remember, health is not always hidden. Often, it is in plain sight, waiting for us to take it seriously. But here lies the problem. Because fruit is so simple, people dismiss it. They assume healing must come from something rare, exotic, or expensive. They say, "It's just fruit. How could that matter?" And in that dismissal, they miss the secret. Fruit matters precisely because it is simple, accessible, and designed to be eaten daily. True medicine is not the thing you do once in desperation. It's the thing you do consistently every single night. When you start to see fruit as medicine, your perspective shifts. You begin to eat not just to fill hunger, but to fuel healing. You stop thinking of food as comfort and start thinking of it as empowerment. That shift alone can change the trajectory of your life. Now imagine this. If every person decided tonight to eat one fruit before bed, what would happen over the course of weeks, months, years? The rate of eye strain would drop, energy levels would rise, and health care systems would feel less burdened. Not because of some breakthrough drug, but because people rediscovered the ancient, overlooked medicine of fruit. One apple in a hand tonight could mean fewer pills in a cabinet tomorrow. The lesson here is not only about eyes. It's about the power of aligning with nature. Your body was designed to be nourished by the earth, not by factories. And when you return to that natural order, something inside you realigns. Energy flows differently. Sleep deepens. Healing accelerates. You remember what vitality feels like. But here's the warning. This gift only works if you use it. A fruit on the counter does nothing. A fruit in the fridge does nothing. Only when it enters your body does the transformation begin. Knowledge without action is wasted. How many people will nod their heads to this truth tonight, agree with it, and yet go to bed without that piece of fruit? They will nod and then ignore. And tomorrow they will wake up the same. Don't let that be you. Do not underestimate the profound impact of such a small action. Start tonight. Let that fruit before bed be your declaration that you are no longer living passively. You are choosing health, choosing vision, choosing life. The truth is, fruit is not just medicine for the eyes. It is medicine for the soul. There is something spiritual about eating what grows freely from the earth. Something deeply grounding about tasting the sweetness of creation itself. When you eat fruit with intention, you are not only feeding your body, you are reminding yourself that life does not need to be complicated to be healing. So the next time you hold that apple, that orange, that banana, do not see it as ordinary. See it as a tool of transformation. See it as the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. See it as nature's whisper, reminding you that health is not something you buy. It is something you choose, one bite at a time. And tonight, when you place that fruit by your bedside, remember this: your body is listening. It will use what you give it. Give it fruit, and it will reward you with vision, energy, and years of clarity you might otherwise lose. Healing does not need to wait. It can begin tonight with just one fruit. Would you like me to continue expanding Keynote 5, the science of nighttime repair and body healing, in the same long, motivational flow so the full speech reaches your desired 3K words? You said, continue 5, this speech for more 3K words. I answer in chat only, don't make documents, no headings, only narration, ChatGPT said. When the world grows quiet and you close your eyes at night, something extraordinary begins inside your body. It is easy to think that sleep is simply a pause, a break, a shutting down of activity. But the truth is, sleep is the most active repair process of your entire day. Your body is a workshop, and nighttime is when the builders, cleaners, and healers come out to work. They move silently, invisibly, yet their work determines how you feel, how you function, and even how clearly you see when morning comes. Every cell in your body is designed with a in rhythm. During the day, cells focus on burning energy, performing tasks, and keeping you alert and alive. But at night, they switch roles. They shift into restoration, scanning for damage, patching weak spots, cleaning out toxins, and rebuilding structures. It is in the night that your muscles knit themselves stronger, your brain consolidates memories, and your eyes, those fragile windows of perception, receive their chance to recover from the constant stress of light, screens, and strain. Now imagine what happens when you go to bed depleted, running on fumes, giving your body no tools to work with. It is like sending a team of builders into a construction site with no wood, no steel, no nails. They may want to repair the structure, but they cannot. The body is willing, but the resources are missing. This is why so many people wake up feeling more tired than when they went to sleep. It is why their eyes feel heavy, dry, or strained in the morning. It is not because their bodies failed. It is because their bodies had nothing to work with. But when you provide fruit before bed, the story changes. That apple, that kiwi, that orange becomes raw material for your nighttime repair crew. Vitamin A steps in to fortify the rods and cones in your retina, sharpening your ability to see in dim light. Vitamin C sweeps through, protecting delicate blood vessels that nourish your eyes, ensuring they stay strong and elastic. Antioxidants rush to neutralize the free radicals created by the harsh blue light of your devices. Suddenly, the builders have tools, the healers have medicine, and the cleaners have energy to finish their work. Science calls this process cellular repair. It is the reason antioxidants matter so deeply. Free radicals, tiny unstable molecules created by stress, pollution, and even the act of seeing, chip away at your cells. If left unchecked, they erode your vision, weaken your immunity, and accelerate aging. But antioxidants from fruit act like shields, neutralizing those radicals before they can do harm. And the repair happens best at night because that is when the body is not distracted by activity. It can focus entirely on healing. Think about your eyes specifically. During the day, they are bombarded by artificial light, strain from reading, and endless hours of screen glare. Your eyes never truly rest while you are awake. But at night, with your lids closed, blood flow increases. Repair mechanisms turn on, and damage is quietly undone. Yet how much repair takes place depends entirely on what nutrients are available. If you fed your body junk, the repair is shallow. If you fed it fruit, the repair is deep. This is the difference between waking up with eyes that feel gritty and tired versus waking up with eyes that feel rested and clear. Consider this image: two people go to bed at the same time. One eats a sugary dessert filled with empty calories. The other eats a small bowl of berries. Both fall asleep. On the surface, nothing looks different. But inside, the first person's body spends the night trying to fight inflammation caused by the sugar, wasting energy. The second person's body spends the night armed with antioxidants, rebuilding collagen in the eye, strengthening the retina, and flushing away waste products. In the morning, one person wakes sluggish, their eyes straining at the first glance of the phone. The other wakes sharper, clearer, more alive. The difference? One fruit. We often underestimate what happens in the quiet hours of sleep. We think healing happens in hospitals or clinics, but the greatest healing happens in your own bed, when you provide the right resources. There is a reason sleep is called the foundation of health. It is not just rest. It is the canvas where restoration is painted. And the colors on that canvas come from what you gave your body before you closed your eyes. Fruit works so well at night because it is light, easy to digest, and packed with nutrients your cells can absorb quickly. Unlike heavy meals that burden your system and disrupt rest, fruit works in harmony with the body's natural rhythms. It slips into your bloodstream with gentle precision, delivering exactly what your tissues need at exactly the right time. It does not slow your sleep. It deepens it, because your body does not have to fight against digestion. It can move straight into repair. Imagine for a moment what your future self would say to you. 10 years from now, will you look back and thank yourself for giving your body what it needed at night? Or will you regret ignoring the power of small choices? Your eyesight, your clarity, your very ability to see the faces you love. All of it depends on what you do today, tonight, this very evening before you sleep. Repair is not automatic, it is conditional. It requires partnership. And that partnership begins with you choosing to give your body fuel instead of neglect. The miracle of the human body is that it never stops trying to heal you. Even when you mistreat it, it works tirelessly to keep you alive, to mend, to protect. But when you finally decide to cooperate with it, when you provide something as simple as fruit, the results multiply. Healing accelerates. Repair deepens. Energy returns. And your eyes, those priceless instruments of vision, receive the nourishment they need to keep showing you the beauty of the world. So tonight, when you stand in your kitchen deciding what to eat before bed, remember this truth. Your body is preparing for its most important work. Do not send it into battle unarmed. Do not rob it of the chance to repair you. Give it the tools. Give it the medicine. Give it the fruit. And when you wake, you will not just feel the difference. You will see it. Would you like me to keep flowing directly into Keynote 6? The role of antioxidants and vitamins in protecting vision. With the same depth and length, so the speech builds toward your 3K words seamlessly. You said, continue 6, this speech for more 3K words. The answer in chat only, don't make documents, no headings, only narration ASA last, ChatGPT said, your eyes are miracles of design, yet they are also among the most fragile parts of your body. Every blink, every moment of focus, every glance at a glowing screen places stress on them. From sunlight in the day to artificial light at night, your eyes are constantly under attack. The silent enemies are invisible. Oxidative stress, inflammation, and microscopic damage that builds up day by day. And here is the truth. Without the protection of antioxidants and vitamins, your vision would deteriorate much faster than it does. Think of antioxidants as guardians standing watch over your eyes. Every time a free radical, a chaotic, unstable molecule, tries to damage a cell in your retina, an antioxidant rushes in like a shield, neutralizing the attack. Without these defenders, the free radicals would tear through your vision, breaking down the tissues that allow you to see. This is why people who lack nutrient-rich diets often experience vision loss earlier and faster. They are sending their eyes into battle without armor. Now imagine your eyes as windows. Over time, dust, weather, and scratches would cloud the glass if you never maintained it. Antioxidants are like the polish that keeps the glass clear, the protectors that prevent it from shattering under constant stress. Vitamins act as the carpenters and builders, repairing the framework of the window so it stays strong year after year. Together, they create a cycle of defense and renewal that keeps your vision sharp. Let's talk about vitamin A. This nutrient is so critical for vision that without it, your eyes literally cannot adjust to darkness. It is the raw material your retina needs to sense light, to help you see when the sun goes down, to keep you safe when you move through dimly lit places. And where do you find vitamin A? In the vibrant orange of carrots, the golden glow of mangoes, the rich green of spinach, all gifts of fruit and vegetables. Each bite is not just taste. It is raw vision fuel. Vitamin C plays another role, protecting the blood vessels in your eyes, preventing them from weakening and breaking down. It is like the scaffolding that holds the entire structure together. Without it, your eyes are more vulnerable to pressure, strain, and disease. Or consider vitamin E, a fat, soluble antioxidant that shields your eye cells from free radical damage. Like a bodyguard, it stands firm, preventing chaos before it starts. Then there are the carotenoids, lutein and zeaxanthin, found in foods like kiwis, oranges, and corn. These are not just nutrients, they are filters. They sit inside your eyes, right at the macula, the central part of your vision, and they block the most harmful rays of light. Think about that. Nature literally built sunglasses inside your eyes, but those sunglasses can only be replenished through diet. Skip the fruit, skip the vegetables, and those filters weaken. Eat them consistently, and your eyes stay protected. When you eat fruit before bed, you are not simply having a snack. You are fortifying your eyes with this powerful army of vitamins and antioxidants. You are sending shields into place, rebuilding defenses, and preparing your vision for another day of stress. That one apple, that handful of blueberries, that slice of kiwi, they become more than food. They become guardians standing between your eyesight and the forces trying to take it away. And here is the lesson. Every choice either builds your shield or weakens it. Every skipped fruit, every processed food heavy with chemicals and light on nutrients lowers your defenses. But every piece of fruit raises them, sharpens them, strengthens them. It is not dramatic, it is not immediate, but over years the difference is staggering. One path leads to vision that fades too soon. The other leads to clarity that lasts. Think of your future self again. Picture yourself walking in a park, seeing the green leaves of the trees, the faces of your children or grandchildren, the details of the sky at sunset. Do you want those details to remain sharp, vivid, alive? Or do you want them blurred, lost, dimmed before their time? That choice is being made not in some distant year. It is being made tonight in your kitchen with what you place in your body. The message could not be clearer. Antioxidants and vitamins are not luxuries. They are necessities. They are the difference between protecting the vision you cherish and watching it slip away. And fruit is one of the most powerful, natural, and accessible ways to get them. You do not need a laboratory to create these nutrients. They are already prepared in perfect balance by the earth itself. So when you reach for that fruit tonight, do it with intention. See it not as an ordinary act, but as an investment. Each bite is you choosing clarity over decline, strength over weakness, vision over blindness. And as you sleep, those antioxidants and vitamins will go to work quietly, faithfully, protecting you, repairing you, and ensuring that when the sun rises again, you can still greet it with clear, grateful eyes. Because at the end of the day, your health is nothing more than the accumulation of choices. And your eyes, the very windows through which you see life, deserve protection. Protect them with what nature has already given you. Protect them tonight. Protect them tomorrow. Protect them always. All it takes is just one fruit before bed.